Why haven't startups, software companies used this marketing strategy? Most businesses follow the same pattern. We need to run more ads. Facebook ads, TikTok ads, Google ads. And look, it all works, right? I'm not here to tell you that paid ads are broken or fake. But the thing is, times are changing. CPMS have gone up every single year. What used to cost $8 to acquire a customer now costs 30, 40, and even sometimes $80. And most companies double down on paid ads and even get media buys and throw more into the budget. But here's the part that stinks. Cash flow problems, low profit margins, your entire pipeline is gone. Zero equity, zero audience. The real game is organic. Don't get me wrong, right? Every business posts some sort of organic at the start, but maximize their growth with paid ads. But the thing is, with only relying on paid ads, you don't actually build a strong brand audience or strong brand. So instead of like paying $20,000 on a meta ads campaign, which once you stop running it, you're forgotten. And you even spend more if you want to scale. Or where you can spend $20,000 or even less to reach more people with your product or service startup with feeling less like an ad, but blending in with the For You page or Explore page or the YouTube Shorts algorithm. Introducing clipping. What is clipping basically, right? Basically, shorting a long video like podcasts, webinars, um, I think team calls, and making them short form videos. Like one podcast can produce like 50 to 100 clips, and that is purely from one podcast because on podcasts, certain founders drop so much value that the average person can't stick to the entire podcast. And if those short clips are there, you make people actually know more about you and you can actually post it all over the internet and get distributed by all these clippers. So on TikTok, there's a way to like advertise startups in a problem solving way. So for example, I create an account and I'm talking about gym content now. And I basically say, oh, this is how 5 steps to becoming the best in the gym. And then I give them tips, and then at the end of the slideshow, I sell them on this app that basically changed my life. Here's how you track your workouts with this app. But the entire goal with clipping is the distribution aspect. Tons of founders sit on tons of content that could be repurposed all over the internet, and that could be distributed by an army of clippers. But the goal here is distribution instead of virality, because virality is for a certain aspect. It's only for a certain time, right? Even though it can compound, but with distribution, we want your business in front of everybody. So I want to introduce WAP, right? WAP is an app where you can create communities and start campaigns on content rules. Content rules is the most important one because that's where people can find campaigns that were set up so that clippers can join them and start clipping for the brands. So these are different. This is what discover page on WAP looks like for different campaigns. So here you see you have Call of Duty, and they put this amount into their budget, and they've already got into this amount of in payouts. And Rubets UGC put this amount, and they've already started paying that amount. So it's only a span of like 2 months, I think, that Call of Duty put this campaign out, and I think brands are starting to realize how important clipping is because it's become a $40 billion industry, and it's continuously growing by the day. Um, as well. It works well with personal brands, as well as casinos, etc., etc. Companies like tech companies that have interest that have done this now are Smart Lead AI, Smart Lead AI, and Lovable. They both put like huge sums amounts of like money into these campaigns, and they've already started paying out people. So in order for a big budget, it would have to roll out in probably a few months or so, 3 months or so, and it stays there until it finishes. So this is what would happen if you wanted to work with an agency like ours. I would basically start up a new campaign, and the campaign will have a thumbnail which attracts different clippers join our campaign, and the name of the campaign, the certain CPM setup, the certain requirements, and primarily you want to start with the low budget in order to bump up the CPM. It's in order to get a lot of people inside. When there's a lot of people inside, there's a lot of competitiveness. So that means clips are going to get out. So So if you're a soft startup or software company that is currently watching this video and you're interested in working with us, there is a link down in the description in order to book a call with us. So yeah, they book a 30 minute strategy call, basically breaking down what clipping is to you if you want further detail, and what you guys actually wanted of clipping, and growing your business, getting your business out there. So